Are we live?
Yeah.
Dude,
Turn the audio off.
I think... Oh, turn the audio off. Welcome in. I'm Joe Brennan alongside William McDermott, and today we're going to see the Saints go against Fuma. Should be a really interesting game, William, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Saints had a buzzer-beating victory against Fork Union last time they played. Arnold Henderson with a three-point shot in the final seconds. Should be another close and interesting game, Joe.
It's been a really interesting season for the Saints in total. That was one of the very few bright spots that we've seen so far from the Saints this year. They're struggling, but Coach Jones said, have you ever seen a sports movie that started with winning success?
That's true. That's true. Saints look to finish out the season strong, and going into Prep League playoffs should be interesting how they turn out. Got a big game against Collegiate next week in Scotch
Gym, yes, William. Two big home games actually next week. They play on Tuesday against Stab. So with this game and those two next week, they really hope to turn the tide and see what they can get going. Talking about the Prep League tournament, the Saints have the semifinal and championship game in Scott Gym. So that home court advantage could really help them.
Yeah, if they make it that far, it would be huge for them, possibly clinching a state playoff berth. Excuse me. Sorry.
Prep League has been really tough this year, but Fuma has also had their struggles. Fuma is 0-8 this year against the Prep League and is 3-10 overall. So Saints look to capitalize on that tonight and find an easy victory, but nothing's been easy so far.
Yeah, so game's going to start here soon. Should be an interesting game to say the least.
So we're going to take a break. We'll come back with the game. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. Welcome into the live stream once again. I'm Joe Brennan alongside William McDermott, and we're going to see our Saints face Fuma. This should be an interesting game, William. These are two teams that have really been struggling this year in the Prep League and are facing off and had a really fantastic finish last time they faced off with Arnold Henderson with a buzzer-beating 3.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This game could decide seeding for the Prep League tournament, of course, and if you make it to the finals of the Prep League tournament, Saints already basically out of state playoff contention. But if they do make it to the finals of the Prep League championship game, they could find themselves in a state playoff position.
And before we start, we'd like to apologize. We're not going to have the clock running tonight on the stream. We have 2 guys working a 4-man job, and we're trying to do the best we can. So this might be interesting. But Williamson gets the tip, and it falls right to Kovanis, who throws it back to his man Henderson. William, this is an interesting starting lineup tonight. We're going to see 2 guys on this squad that don't typically start, with number 5, Gil Williamson, who you start with the tip, and number 22, Nikos Kovanis, the freshman, who got the possession of the tip.
Yeah, Gil Williamson's really come along since the start of the season. He's become a really viable offensive and defensive weapon for the Saints.
Williamson has definitely come a long way. He came off the bench his freshman year on the freshman basketball team, then started last year on the JV team, and now finally working his way all the way up, starting on the varsity team. There we're going to see the ball tipped out of bounds, and the Saints are going to retain possession. We're going to see number 35, Trent Hendrick, inbound it. Hendrick is an animal in the post and great rebounder. He's a freshman, but is built like a senior. He's a very small, undersized center for this team. Williamson jacks up a 3, air ball.
Yeah, it's not Williamson's game. He's known for inside, but Saints definitely needed to get a shot up on that possession.
But he's going to hear it from the crowd. Fuma has a packed gym tonight. And number 3 for Fuma is going to go up and get fouled on the shot. He's going to be hit by, I believe, Kovanis. Excuse me, Hendrick. First one is up, and it rolls right out of there.
Yeah, interesting. Saints are going with 2 freshmen starting here. Trent Hendrick's really come along since the start of the season, as well as Williamson, as I said earlier. But Hendrick's really a guy that you can really plays that bully ball, and just you can rely on him in the post.
I mean, this is definitely a young squad. Starting with the year, they had 4 freshmen on the team. As Hendrick gets it in a fast break, puts up a floater, no good, followed by Wallace, can't get it, and Fuma gets the rebound. But like I was saying, McDermott, this is a very young squad. They had 4 guys, offensive foul. Kovanis takes the charge.
Great positioning there from Kovanis. Knew exactly what Fork Union wanted to do there, and was just at the right place at the right time.
But finally, William, 4 freshmen on this team to start. KP Poli, probably the best shooter on this team, is out for the rest of the season, though, with a broken kneecap and a torn patella tendon, which you hate to see.
Yeah, he had to have surgery on it. Pretty devastating injury to the Saints as Williamson fouled on the way up underneath. Gonna have 2 shots.
But this Saints team definitely has a lot of promise in the years to come, and definitely even next year. They have a lot of juniors on this team, and won't be taking a lot of losses this year from their lineup. Only missing that 1 senior, Arnold Henderson, who's going to be playing at VCU next year. Gil Williamson, the first one is no good. Saints have been struggling from the floor tonight, William.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the first good look they've gotten. Credit to Fork Union's defense here. Forcing some tough shots as Williamson, second free throw, also no good off the back of the iron.
But even though the shots aren't dropping, I've still been impressed by the brand of basketball that they're playing tonight. Great defense, good positioning as a 3 is jacked up, and they drill it right there. Got a hand up too late, and he was able to knock it down.
Yeah, making them pay for the missed free throws.
Looks like I jinxed it there a little bit. Hate to see that. Kovanis will speed up the floor looking for an easy bucket. The spin layup is no good. Tried to get a little too much jelly on that one. Fuma finds an easy pass underneath the hoop, but it's deflected and will go out of bounds. Tonight we're trying a new angle from up top. We did not have any outlets on the side here. So, new technology. We're loving it.
Yeah, that's interesting being to film this is pass inside off the foot and kick ball out of bounds. Gonna be a turnover, Saints ball.
We're going to update you. There's 5 minutes and 57 seconds left remaining in the first, as we're going to see Wallace inbound to his captain, Henderson. I like to mention this all the time. Wallace, he's the defensive anchor for this team.
Yep, foul called there as Henderson bringing the ball up. Got bumped.
He's a great shot blocker, plays strong defense, and he's really passionate about the game. But he has a tendency to get a little aggressive.
Yeah, gets in foul trouble a lot.
He once told me he likes to get a foul early just to set the tone that it's going to be a physical game. And he definitely shows that. Williamson's going to swing it around to Henderson. Finds Kovanis on the off-ball screen. Puts up a three. No good. Off the left iron. Bounces out.
Yeah, Saints have struggled shooting the ball this year in multiple games. Most recently, they had a game where they shot only 18% from the field. And if you know basketball, you know that's not very good.
Correct, William. 18% is not good at most things. As Fuma puts up 2 and leads by 6 early. But yeah, shooting has not been great for the Saints, especially since they lost Pulley. However, the one bright spot I've seen from the Saints team in any aspect of shooting is their ability to get to the basket, like Hendrick did right there, and their free throw shooting. Fantastic from the free throw line this year. Great consistency. I've been very impressed. Svuma looks to shoot a three. Pump, no good. Wallace pokes it away. And he looks to size him up. Pulls up for three. Wallace, great contest. Williamson gets the board, finds Henderson, and they look to push.
Great job from Wallace there on the defensive end, putting a hand in the shooter's face. Wallace tried pull up from the corner. Didn't pull out. Great pass to Williamson.
Williamson underneath puts it up and in. Saints down by 2 on a 4-0 run. Saints have really been struggling, though, with a lot of inconsistency this year with their shooting. They'll go for 19 or 20 in a quarter and then have 2 or 4 the next. It's really been hard for the Saints as Fuma jacks up another three up off the backboard. Free throw line jumper, no good. Kovanis comes down with the board, looks to push it. He's got a man in front of him with Williamson, but he decides to slow it down. Finds Williamson in the post. Posts up his man, puts it up. Off the glass, no good. Finds Henderson out wide, puts it up. No good. William, they really are struggling. Only 10 points total in the first 4 minutes of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, both teams just not able to put the ball in the net. As Jeb will drive, kick out on 3 from the wing.
That was great ball movement. There was a nice Euro step, no look pass. Draws the defenders, swings it out to the 3-point line. Just couldn't get it to drop, fortunately. Wallace, pump fake, kicks it out. Kovanis, 3, air ball. Tragic.
Yeah, really. Saints going with 4 different players now and keeping Henderson in.
We're going to see the freshman Andre Green, who is very confident in his scoring ability. Tonight he said he was going to drop 105, so I'm really excited to see that. We're also going to see Gabe Jimerson, Nigel Green, and Riley Wood, all juniors. They've done a great job this year.
Yeah, Riley Woods missed some time at the start of the season to sickness, and here towards the end of the season with a hand injury.
Air
Jumper,
ball.
Yep, too long, and it's going to remain Fuma ball after Riley Wood and Andre Green had him tie up on the baseline.
A big bright spot for this junior class is Gabe Jimerson has emerged as one of the better scorers on this team. He can stretch the floor, score inside. The only thing he's really struggled with is his ball handling. But as a big man, that's not something he really has to rely on very often. As Fuma misses a layup, gets the offensive glass, and puts it up and in. They need sloppy turnover there. Bad pass from Nigel Green. Arnold Henderson loses the handle, and it goes right out of bounds. Fuma gets the inbound. Gets it up top. Arnold Henderson playing tight on him with the screen. Pick and roll. Kicks it out. Off the back iron, Gabe Jimerson with a fantastic box out. Looks to push it. Finds Henderson with a bounce pass. He slices his way through the defense. Puts it up. Couldn't get it the right way off the glass.
So, Saints with a fast break opportunity. Fuma with one of their own. Great pass there.
He had missed a wide open layup, but that was poor transition by the Saints. They had 2 guys go to the top of the key.
Yeah.
And
that's just fundamentals right there, just positioning and awareness.
That's a drill every team runs, 3-on-2s, and they got a man to go right behind him. He was wide open. He should have gone straight up for the left-hander, but he decided, wasn't confident, tried to go righty reverse, didn't work out too hot. All right, we're going to see Riley Wood swinging around to Gabe Jimerson, gives his man a jab step, drives baseline, he's fouled.
So 2:06 left in the first quarter. Saints down by 4. Jimerson looks to have an opportunity to get the Saints within 2.
Jimerson can't knock in the first one. That's 0 for 3 tonight. I'm surprised by these struggles from the line tonight. Wow. Wow. Jimerson puts up the second one and knocks it in. Tack on another one for the Saints. Arnold Henderson pokes it away, but it goes out of bounds. Terrific full court press defense right there. Reminding me a little bit of Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, Saints want to get aggressive. Saints really want to get aggressive here early on, down 3 points. Just not getting it done on the offensive end. Just got to make up for that on the defensive end.
Yeah, really bringing the intensity. They've been closing out on shooters majority of this game as Fuma slices right by Riley Wood, but he can't finish.
Saints are giving them open looks around the basket. Fuma just not able to knock him down.
Riley Wood looks for Henderson. He'll take it back up top and look to slow things down. He calls for a screen from his big man, Jimerson, but he refuses to take it. And I believe Nigel Green stepped on the baseline.
That's just careless turnovers. Saints, when they played Trinity Episcopal a week and a half ago, Saints had 28 turnovers, Joe.
That's a lot.
It is, and you can't win basketball games turning the ball over.
I mean, a great way to think about it is every time you turn it over, it's a lost possession and another one for the other team. It's crazy. Hate to see it. 3-point shot. Bang! It's good by Fork Union. Couldn't get a great closeout there, and he was able to make him pay. Now with 1:07 left in the first, Saints down by 6. Arnold Henderson throws it down to the post. Riley Wood looks for his man on the baseline but can't find him. He looks lost. Andre Green in the corner. Gabe Jimerson for 3. No good.
Just out of his range there. So a minute left here in the first quarter. Saints down 6.
I mean, Gabe's a guy that can typically stretch the floor. I love it. I love the aggressiveness to shoot it, but he can't get the rebound there. Fork Union's able to kick it out, swing it around. 3-point jumper. No good. Henderson gets the board with 32 seconds left.
Fork Union missing a lot of shots here. Saints should be down a lot more than 6.
But again, these are two teams that have definitely struggled throughout the year. Henderson pulls up for a free throw line jumper. It's up and in. Contested shot there. Had to contort his body.
Yeah, nice shot there, creating his own.
Yeah. Terrific player. Very athletic. All right, so Fork Union will most likely hold it for the last shot. 5 seconds remaining. He drives. Henderson pokes it away. He grabs it. Shelley into the rim. Tack on 2 more for Fork Union at the buzzer. Sorry, we experienced some technical difficulties there, but we're back. Rough way to end the quarter for the Saints.
Yeah, only 7 points. It's hard to win games when you're only putting up 7 points a quarter. I mean, it's only 28 a game.
28.
Yeah.
That's good math.
I mean, yeah, just multiply it by 4.
Wow. Well,
surprising to see they're only down 6, though. Saints have been contesting shots really well from the perimeter. However, they are giving a lot of open shots underneath. Just
one
Fork Union not making them.
I've noticed that the Saints, they're doing a really good job putting pressure on the ball. But when it's off ball and they're looking to help, they're not really rotating their head on the swivel. So a lot of times they'll swing it to the outside. I mean, they'll have a wide open shot.
That's just communication. Just the leaders needing to be more vocal on the defensive end, just knowing assignments and knowing where to be.
Definitely. Another thing that I found interesting is with this tight on-ball pressure, a lot of times they're able to blow by, especially these faster Fork Union players, and they can just get an easy layup, or they can drive to the rim, draw two, swing it out, open shot. It's hard to play that aggressive when they can get right by you. Anyway, we'll see the Saints come out with a zone with Williamson staying strong in the middle. Williamson's a really elevated guy. Hopefully he can get some good contests, bring some help. Deep three from Fork Union off the back iron.
Over to the back call. Underneath, so will be Saints. Also, Saints switch into the zone, Joe. That's pretty interesting. Especially a 3-2. Saints obviously don't want Fork Union to get the ball in the paint.
Actually, it was a 2-3, William. And one thing that they're trying to do is basically force this Fork Union team to shoot from the perimeter. Because a lot of times when a team can't shoot, they want to kind of compact their players into the middle so they can't really have those driving opportunities. Which after that last possession, Fork Union, I'm guessing Coach Jones is thinking that way.
Yeah, it looked to me like a 3-2. But I could
we'll
be wrong. Yeah, I
before.
could be wrong. A nice pass there from Wallace. Williamson driving. Great shot.
Two more for Williamson. I'll bet you $1 that it's a 2-3. Yep, it's a 2-3.
Yeah, I misspoke. My fault.
See, the thing that's...
They're playing very high up, though.
The thing about the zone is, see, Wallace will come up there. He'll pop up to the wing, and then he'll scream basically like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And then Henderson will slide over and then tell him to release, and he'll drop back down to the corner. That was a JV star, William. I know what it's like.
No more than me.
I don't know, man. You were a beast in 8th grade.
I was a 3-and-D kind of guy.
Fuma from the corner, air ball. Wallace throws it to his man, Henderson, who looks to push. Slices his way through the defense, finds Williamson. Wallace up top, gives his man a pass fake. Throws him to the side, but can't do much with it. Wallace is fouled underneath. Looks like he's
going to be 2 shots.
Yeah. We apologize, we missed a 2. The score is 13-9 with 6 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the second. Boomer right now has 5 fouls, getting into foul trouble early. Saints have 2. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Saints this quarter.
Yeah. As
not the free throw shooting, though.
Yeah, Williamson 0 for 4 from the line. So going back to this zone here on defense, playing it pretty high up. Nice ball fake there from the point guard. Able to get it in the middle, but a careless pass stolen by Kovanis. Kovanis driving, pulls up from the free throw line. Shot is short, airballed it.
One thing that concerned me there is Hendrick was slow to come up to that wing. They had a wide open shot, did not take advantage of it. So we'll see Fuma inbound. Saints remain in this zone. And Fuma comes out in a high-low set, looking to go through the middle and down low. Wide open three-point jumper, it's in. Couldn't get help from the baseline, and he was able to make the Saints regret that. Make him pay. All right, Henderson will size up his man, give him a smooth crossover. Throws it to Kavanis, who then kicks it out to Wallace. Williamson on the wing. One thing I really like about this Saints team is sometimes they have really good off-ball movement, great off-ball screens, can find them open looks, especially underneath.
Great toughness from Wallace there. Not able to get the foul call, not able to put it back in, but just fighting for the ball. Just showing his toughness.
We'll see a timeout called by the Saints. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, Saints find the game sort of slipping away from them here, down 7.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back, fans. Once again, I'm Joe Brennan alongside William McDermott, and we're seeing our St. Christopher Saints playing Fuma. It's been a very contested game so far, blocked emphatically by Wallace, but they were able to get the board and obtain the offensive rebound. As I was saying, great game so far, very passionate, low scoring, but physical. So far, the Saints have struggled from shooting this quarter, only 2 points in the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Jamerson, nice up and under, but too hard off the glass.
I think that's their 4th or 5th air ball in the night.
Yeah, maybe like 10th for both teams. Been a lot. Poor shooting.
Neither of these teams are great scorers. Both struggle to get the ball in the rim. Three-pointer, bang. Another three-pointer from number 5 from Puma. He's definitely their sharpshooter. Set up that play, a nice off-ball screen. He was able to capitalize. Saints down by 10. Henderson puts up a free throw line jumper. He gets fouled. He'll head to the line. William Henderson loves that pull-up jumper from the elbow or the free throw line.
He does. Knocked down a couple of them tonight, I believe 2. His first trip to the free throw line for him.
But that's something that's interesting because the mid-range game is something that's kind of dying in basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you see guys in the NBA like DeMar DeRozan sort of embody it, and just that's their best aspect of the game. But Henderson's a good shooter all around. He struggled this season, but he is a good shooter.
But, I mean, a lot of times the defensive mentality is force him to shoot those mid-range jumpers because it doesn't have the same point value as a three-pointer, obviously.
A lot of guys just stop working on it entirely.
Because, I mean, you can get off-ball screens and knock down those three-point jumpers, or you can also curl them and get to the rim. So it kind of makes the mid-range game a little bit of an awkward space to shoot it. They're leaving number 1 open in the corner. Andre Green comes down with the board. He looks to push it even though he's on a 3-on-1. Goes up, no good. Yet to tack on his first point of his 105 tonight. Very interested to see how that plays out.
Good defense from Nigel Green.
Wallace.
Fast break opportunity.
Up
Green
and in
lays it
for
in.
Nigel Green. Love the hustle. Great teamwork there. Give and go. Beautiful.
See, that's something that Nigel Green just is really good at in transition.
He's fast.
Yeah.
Starting receiver for the football team. Interesting. Number 3, Andre Green, 13 Wallace, and 21 Green are all receivers on the football team.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget Nikos Kovanas, running back. Nice cut there from Kovanas,
Great
slicing
backdoor.
his way to the rim.
Like I said, they have that good off-ball movement every now and then. Worked out really well there.
Saints on a 6-0 run.
Crazy. They're about to break their margin of scoring for the first quarter.
Yeah.
With 3 minutes remaining.
Definitely been more efficient this quarter than they were in the first.
Meanwhile, so is Fuma. But after this full timeout, we'll be right back and see more of this fantastic game. Welcome back. All right, Saints come back out into a man defense, switching it up once again, trying to keep Fuma on their toes.
Yeah, zone didn't really work for him that well. Fuma was able to get a lot of open shots on the perimeter.
The thing that I found interesting, though, I don't know if connected to it, but they did a lot better on offense when they were in that zone. I'm guessing because they got more steals to push the tempo a little bit. And Nigel Green with the putback slam. Although Kovanis is on the floor, he looks hurt. He's up. That's a good sign.
Yeah, it took a hard fall there. Not quite sure if that was an intended off the backboard alley-oop from Kovanis.
I think it was.
Yeah, it looked like it to me.
Reminded me of that Dwayne Wade one to LeBron when he was on the Heat. I think it was like 14-15 season against the Bucks. Remember that?
I know what you're talking about. With the famous picture, of course. Yeah.
Sick alley-oop. He said he's trying to get LeBron one in the All-Star game. That's his goal. I like it. D-Wade and Dirk Nowitzki both got introduced into the All-Star game as honorary players. Should be exciting. Love it. Love Dirk Nowitzki. You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Gabe Jimerson.
He does. Jimerson's got that fadeaway from the baseline.
Kicks that leg out, protects that shot, boom. Knockdown.
Saints going with the full court press here. Henderson blown by, help defenses there. And
Wallace with
jump
a
ball.
Great defensive possession there. He's able to get his hand in there and cause a jump.
And possession error to the Saints.
Boom shakalaka.
Reminds me of NBA Jam, Joe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I'm going to start using that more. We see Gabe Jimerson, post-spin technician, but can't keep a hold of it. That's what we were talking about earlier. He struggles a little bit with his ball handling, which can come back to hurt him. Boomer drives baseline, up and in, tack on two more. We apologize, I forgot to put in that putback slam from Nigel Green. Once again, we have two of us working a four-man job because Henry Semerol and others just did not decide to come out, but it's fine. Arnold Henderson with the mid-range game, able to knock it in. And we were talking a little bit earlier about that mid-range game and how it's played in basketball today, and it's really fleeting. I mean, the last guy that I've really seen perfect it, Kobe Bryant. The Mamba.
Kobe Bryant, most likely, in my opinion, the greatest offensive just threat ever to play the game of basketball.
I'd completely agree. I'd put Kareem in there. I think he's vastly underrated, had the most effective shot. Looks like there was a technical called on the Saints. I'm not really sure what happened.
I think it was just...
Coach Jones is also very confused. Everyone in the stadium seems to be confused.
To me, it just looked like a player tripped.
Maybe he got elbowed in the face and it was a flagrant.
Yeah.
Should we look at the instant replay?
Maybe we should, Joe.
Oh, we don't have that. We're a high school. But yeah, offensive players definitely Kobe, Shaq maybe, Kareem, MJ, William McDermott.
Hey, in 8th grade basketball, I was a knockdown shooter.
All right, William. We digress. Back to the game. Off-ball screen to the corner. Boomer doesn't like that shot, swings it out. They're really looking for this corner jumper. Running back and forth along the baseline. 5 from Fuma, kicks it to 11. Nice jab step, goes around Nigel Green. They're going to call a foul and one, the continuation.
Surprised that was called with an and one there. It looked like, to me, it should have been on the floor. But it is what it is. So Fuma going to be headed to the line for one shot. Minute left here in the second quarter.
He's able to knock in that first free throw, convert the and one opportunity. But yeah, William, a lot of times when you foul someone on the drive and they still take 2 steps, they'll let you finish that shot. I'll be interested to see if the Saints decide to slow things down and maybe hold it for the last shot. And of course, as I say that, Gabe shoots a 3.
It was an open look, a bit short on the shot.
Nigel Green tries to poke it away, can't get to it. Gabe goes up for the block, but it's up and in.
35 left here in the second quarter. Saints The lead is up to 8.
Number 5 for Fuma has definitely showed to be their dominant scorer, 8 on the night of their 27. Andre Green goes up. He's fouled hard underneath the rim.
Tough foul there.
Yeah, really tough.
Great job by Andre Green to initiate the contact. So 19 seconds left. Green's going to be headed to the line for 2 shots.
I was interested how early they decided to attack in that shot clock. I was expecting Coach Jones to hold it for the last shot. Andre Green knocks down the first of 105 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, when you're down 8, you want to take all the points you can get. So
I guess.
Green took the opportunity.
Yeah. He's fast. Great
He
athlete.
is. Great receiver on the football field.
Great hair. Andre Green puts it up, knocks down the second. First Saint to go 2 for 2 from the line tonight, and he'll check out. And big body Trent Hendrick will check into the game. And he'll look to lock up
Henderson.
Score.
Yeah, Henderson going to be face guarding here.
They really want to close out this half with a defensive stop, maybe even a steal and get the ball back. And Najee Green gets blown by, tried to force him left. He took him left and immediately scored.
Just no help defense there. I'm not quite sure where it
puts up
was.
A 3. Bang! He gets it to go. Arnold Henderson with the dagger before half. Love it.
Great shot there from Arnold Henderson, bringing the Saints back in and only down 5 now.
I'm passionate, dude. I'm fired up.
Yeah, going into the half, down 5. Yeah, I mean, coming out in the second half, I think the Saints are going to have the momentum after that big 3 from Henderson. First 3 of the night for the Saints as well.
That's an interesting statistic.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed that, William. And after the Saints scored 7 in the first, they come back with 17 in the second. Although Fuma also scoring from the floor very consistently in that second too. Not a lot of defense played there, but it was exciting to watch, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the second half. I think some keys to the game are definitely on the defensive end for the Saints, and then I think the shot started to fall in the second quarter.
I am too, and we'll be back for a quick halftime show after this break. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back, fans, to this. Welcome back, fans, to this second half of basketball. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Right now, it's been a really interesting game. We've seen the Saints put up a really good fight, but have not come out on top so far.
So here, starting in the third quarter, Saints down 5. Been a pretty interesting game so far. Saints struggled to shoot in the first half. There's a layup made by Fork Union on the baseline. And dunk for Gil Williamson, throwing it down with authority. Great find there from Wallace. As I was saying, Saints really struggled to shoot in the first half. There's a 3-ball from Fork Union. No good. Get their own rebound. Put it back up. Govanis got the rebound, got it knocked away from him, and it's going to remain Saints ball.
So right now we see the Saints down 5 with 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. If you're just tuning in, I'm Joe Brennan alongside William McDermott. We have a short crew tonight, 2 guys working a 4-man job. So we don't have the clock running tonight, so we can focus on everything else. But yeah, I think it's been going well so far, especially for the Saints. They've been putting up a good fight. However, they haven't gotten the ball to drop a lot, especially in the first. As Arnold Henderson puts up a deep 3, can't get it to follow. Nikos Govanis with the follow, and they'll slow things down. Henderson swings it around to Govanis, who hits it to Williamson. They're looking for Wallace down low with a mismatch. He gets doubled and turns it over.
Saints have really struggled with turnovers this season. There's another one there. They haven't turned the ball over that much tonight. A charge call.
That's Govanis' second set charge on the night. Great positioning. Staying out of the restricted area. I like it. Wait a second. I think it's interesting. This court has a restricted area, but it is not enforced in high school.
Yeah, they also have a 3-point line for college. Yeah, that's interesting.
Anyway, Henderson will dribble up the court and swing it around to Govanis. They look for Wallace up top. Pump fake, drives. Free throw line jumper, no good.
Yeah, too long on the shot there.
And Fuma will bring it down the court. Smooth crossover, kicks it out to their shooter. 5, no good. Govanis will look to push the floor, but it turns into a 1-on-3. Finds Williamson, floater. He's fouled.
Williamson struggled from the free throw line so far tonight. 0 for 4.
Yeah. It's been tough for the Saints in basically every aspect of shooting. Williamson knocks down his first on the night to bring the Saints to a 4-point lead, to falling behind by only 4 points, and he misses the second. 1 for 6. Struggles continue. Off-ball screen. Fuma curls, steps back, 3-point jumper, no good. Hendrick just didn't grab onto the ball there. Was in great positioning.
He was getting held, but yeah, as you said, Joe, just Henderson just not grabbing onto the ball there. Not quite sure what happened.
Wallace will inbound to his point guard, Govanis. And they're coming out with a half-court press, trying to put some pressure on the Saints. And they look for the mismatch down low. Trent Hendrick swings it out. Wallace, 3-pointer. No good, but he fouls his own shot and it bounces off his knee. Puma basketball. Fuma will dribble it up the court as Henderson brings a soft full-court press. Great backdoor cut by number 5. His 10th point on tonight with his 4th basket. He has definitely shown to be their dominant scorer. Saints continuing to look into the post with Williamson.
Good
No
follow.
good. Followed by
yeah.
Henderson, puts it up and in.
Good just awareness from Henderson, quickness. Able to grab the ball and just take it right to the rack.
4:45 remaining in the third. Fuma drives in. Basket would have counted if it had gone, but he'll head to the line for two. First one is up. And it's good. 5-point lead for Fuma. And we'll see Nigel and Andre Green check in.
Not related.
Yeah, not related.
Andre's last name has an E on the end.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Greeny.
Yeah.
Anyway, Greeny throws it to half court to find Wallace. Kicks it out to Greeny. Throws it to Nigel Green.
Short on the follow. Going to be a jump ball. Will be Saints ball.
Dre fought for it and got
tie
that
up.
jump.
Henderson not there, but Hendrick there with the follow layup. No one was there off the rebound from Henderson's miss.
Saints really like to run that out of bounds play. Oh, a charge should have been called there.
And it will. When I shot from Nigel Green there. 3 charge calls today.
Sacrificing their body.
Yep.
Good hustle. I love to see good hustle.
So Saints looking to make it a 1-possession game here, down 4. Seen a lot better offense from the Saints in the last 2 quarters, wouldn't you say, Joe?
Yeah, probably. It's been better than 7 points.
Yeah.
Nigel Green, fade away from the elbow, no good. Claps in frustration. He wanted that one to drop.
Yeah, it looked to be good. It just didn't get the right roll.
Didn't.
Nope.
Wallace with a good contest, keeping his man in check. They look for another corner 3. They really like to run those off-ball screens and find a man in a corner, surprisingly, because they aren't that good at shooting.
Fast break here. Nigel Green, good defense from Fuma there to get back, and it'll be a reset.
Wallace open from the top of the key, hesitates, decides not to take it. Henderson set up his offense. Wallace, top of the key, swings it around to Green, gives him a jab step baseline, but then pulls up for 3. No good, off the back. Finds Dre underneath.
Trent Hendrick just being a monster on the boards, and Saints within 2 points with 3:03 left in the third quarter.
All right, with that, we'll be back after a short break.
Back here with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Saints have fought back, only down 2 points. 3 from the corner, no good. Andre Green with the rebound. And Saints looking to tie the game or even possibly take the lead.
Andre Green brings it back out, finds his man Henderson. Post up from Nigel. Swings it around to Wallace. And Dre with a nice drive. Reverse, up and in. Beautiful. Saints tied up.
Great move there from Andre Green.
And William, I think it'd be nice to do a quick shout out to our two viewers right now. Thank you guys. Anyway, we digress. Back to the game. Nice drive by Fuma.
And a push call. Going to be a foul on the floor.
So Fuma will retain possession. And they will inbound it from underneath the basket. Inbounds it through the corner. Looks to drive baseline. Stolen by Nigel.
Nigel Green looking for the reset here.
Did not have numbers, decided to hold it. And then they'll get set up. Henderson swings it around to Green. They're going to find Andre on the side, but nice backdoor cut. Up and in again for Andre Green. 4 points alone in this quarter. Looks like he's really trying to fulfill that promise of scoring 105 tonight.
Saints have taken the lead. I believe that's their first lead of the game.
No
Three off the glass, of course, as I say that.
No one decides to guard him, and he says thank you very much and puts it in.
A banked three there.
Gabe watched Green. He's going to pop back out. He's going to drive. They're running that ISO ball on the wing. Henderson
thought about it. Jemerson on the baseline, got caught, puts it up. I'd like to see him look for a pass there instead of just putting it up. Great block.
Nigel Green smacked the backboard there, which is a technical foul. I think that was the call.
I think they're actually going to go with a goaltend here.
Oh, a goaltend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't really tell from this angle whether it was or not. Looked to me to be clean, but of course can't really tell from this angle. Thanks for letting me know.
All right, so now we're going to see the Saints come back down the floor. And Williamson tries to evade the tough defense, throws it to his man Henderson. Wallace trying to post up, and they will call a foul underneath.
So Andre Green going to be passing it in from the baseline.
Saints come out in a line formation and throw it right up to Williamson over everyone. Can't get the roll. Green with the follow, puts it up and in.
Killing it on the offensive glass this half.
35 seconds remaining in this quarter. Let's see if the Saints can come out with a lead. Number 5, their best shooter, puts it up and in.
Late closeout there from Nigel Green.
You got to watch him. He has 13 of their 43 tonight. Henderson, free throw line jumper up, fouled. He'll get 2 shots at the line. Arnold Henderson continuing to put up those mid-range jump shots. Henderson's first is up and in. 1 possession game for the Saints. Henderson, second one, good. 2-point game. And Henderson will check out.
So 20 seconds left here in the third. No clock tonight, as you stated earlier, Joe.
Yeah. All right, 12 seconds remaining. Fuma will hold it for the last possession. 5 seconds remaining. He looks to drive, crossover, off his foot, up, mid-range, elbow, banks it in. Unlucky break for the Saints.
Yeah, it was a tough shot. Saints going into the fourth quarter down 4 points.
That's going to be a tough blow. But hopefully they'll bounce back in the fourth, and we'll see if they do. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back, fans, for this fantastic fourth quarter of basketball. Once again, I'm Joe Brennan alongside my partner in crime, William McDermott. And we're going to see the Saints try and fight back to this 4-point deficit and crawl back into this game. Fuma slowing things down. Tries to spin, but Nigel Green pokes it away, pushes the tempo. Euro step. They're going to call travel.
Nigel Green notorious for getting away with traveling violations.
Great video on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Overtime, which is a very popular Instagram account, commented on it.
Saying you took about 1,000 steps.
Yeah, it's really
which he
funny.
did take about 1,000 steps.
He took 3.
Yeah, but it looked like 1,000.
It was a lot. But they counted it in the game. I loved it.
They did.
It was a pretty cool dunk, not going to lie. Fuma jacks up a 3 off the front iron, but they get the offensive glass. Swings it right back to him underneath.
Still going to remain Fuma ball here.
Nigel could not get a hold of it. And William is fumbling with his headset. And we seem to have lost him. Meanwhile, Fuma inbounds the ball. They'll swing it around up top. Miscommunication on defense, and he's fouled underneath by number 35, Trent Hendrick. Welcome back, William. Nice.
So, need some foul shots here as a timeout is called by Coach Jones. Saints still down 4 with 7 minutes left.
With that timeout, it's a full timeout, so we're going to take a quick break. Thank you. Welcome back, fans. I'm Tony Romo alongside Jim Nance, and this has been a great game from the Saints so far. First free throw is up and in for Fuma.
And second is good, extending the 14 lead to 6.
Saints push the tempo. 3-point jump shot. Henderson, bang! Gets it and then shoots the arrow.
Only the second 3 of the night, Joe.
I've been impressed
Both
that they've been
by
able,
Arnold Henderson.
but they've been able to put up 44 points with only 2 3-pointers. That just shows their ability to attack the rim. Meanwhile, number 5 for Fuma has 3-pointers alone by himself.
Yeah, he's been their standout player for tonight.
But they'll drive, attack the basket on this one.
Good shot contest from Trent Hendrick, but knocked out of bounds by Andre Green.
They just couldn't hold on to the ball there.
Like 3 of them touched it.
Yeah.
So that's good.
They got the shot they wanted too.
It's progress.
So Fuma inbounding.
Wallace with a tip, tries to chase it down, but can't track it in time. They swing it out, look for a corner 3. They decide to take it, pulls up, no good. Andre Green's got a lane. Let's see if he can take him in transition. Right to the hoop, and gets blocked. And Hendrick throws it off his man. We'll see Nigel Green inbound it from the baseline. Saints line up in a box formation. One thing that we're not really seeing here that a lot of teams do, especially in the high school level, is they'll go into a 2-3 zone off of inbounds. It's a lot easier to defend, especially underneath. And they will throw it right into the backcourt. And Henderson will look to set things up. Dribble handoff to Andre Green. Finds Hendrick. Nigel with a spin. Finger roll up and in.
Great move from Nigel Green. Coach Jones has been looking for him to make that shot consistently around the basket.
He's a really athletic finisher. Great at attacking the rim. If he can spread the floor a little bit more, he'll be a lethal player. Trent Hendrick pokes it away. Can't get to it in time.
It's going to be a double dribble. Timeout before that. Called by Fork Union. Saints making their way back, only down 1 with 5:26 remaining in the fourth quarter.
And once again, this looks to be a full timeout with 5:26 taken. We'll be back after a quick break. Welcome back to this final 5 minutes and 30 seconds of basketball. Fuma looking to try and hold on to their lead. They've led throughout this game, William.
Yeah, Saints have only had the lead once, and that was earlier on in the fourth quarter, I believe, maybe third.
Yeah.
They only led by 1 there, and Fuma quickly regained it with a 3-pointer.
But I think their biggest lead on tonight might be 2 or 3. And Fuma is fouled underneath by 35 Trent Hendrick. We'll see 2 shots.
Yeah, it looks to me to be good defense there from Hendrick. Hendrick, his arms came down a little bit. Sure, that's why the foul was called.
Yeah, you got to be disciplined and try and go straight up. It can be tempting to go in for that emphatic block, hit it into the 7th row. But can't always be like that.
Of course, Joe.
Second free throw up and in. Knocks down on both as William applies his chapstick.
So 4:45 left in the fourth quarter. Saints down 3, looking to make it a 1-point game or possibly tie here.
Trent Hendrick will take it up top. Finds Nigel Green down low. He'll go up. Hard foul.
Yeah, good call there from the referee, and Nigel Green definitely fouled underneath.
Yeah, it was a good take. I mean, he was triple teamed, but he was able to draw that foul. So Nigel Green at the line, puts it up, off the right iron. Saints have definitely struggled tonight from the free throw line, something that is very unusual for this squad. We'll see number 5, Gil Williamson, check in. 4 minutes, 30 left in this fourth quarter.
Makes the second.
One thing that I think is interesting, William, is Fuma's in the prep league, and while St. Chris is shooting free throws, they yell, which is something that is actually not allowed within the prep league, but some do not enforce it.
That is interesting, actually.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like a gentleman's rule.
It is.
Yeah.
St. Chris does not yell during free throws. Three-pointer's no good by the Fuma sharpshooter. Andre Green drives baseline, puts it up, and puts it in. Andre Green has shown up in this fourth quarter. This second half, actually. Fuma drives. Up, in, and one. And just when the Saints tied up, Fuma regains that lead. Free throw is good. He converts the and one. Arnold Henderson trying to evade the intense defense. Williamson drives, triple team, puts it up. So close, rolls out. A lot of guys there collapsed in on Williamson as he was going up because, wow, Henderson, another mid-range jump shot. But as I was saying, a lot of guys collapsed there because the Saints haven't really been shooting well from beyond the arc, so they don't really need to press out on those shooters.
Yeah, so timeout taking Saints within one here, 3:17 remaining in the final quarter of the game.
It's been a fun game to watch.
And it has, Joe.
1 point game. It's tight.
Yep.
It's a nice yawn. You tired?
I'm pretty tired, actually, but still love to watch basketball here.
It's a great game.
Final 3 minutes.
Well, it's going to be Fork Union ball. They're going to try and hold on to this small lead that they have. Saints need a stop here. It's a big one. Need to gain a little bit of momentum and try and turn things back their way.
Yeah. Nigel Green barely was just a bit too late. Almost got to the ball.
Fuma will bring it in. Smooth crossover, Euro step. He got fouled there, no call.
Got
They
the
go
rebound.
up and one. Doesn't matter. No one crashed the glass. No box out. Fuma goes right up with it, puts it in. And immediately they'll check in Trent Hendrick, a dominant rebounder. They need him now more than ever. A lot of times, teams that win the game win the turnover ratio,
Free throws.
free throws, and glass.
Yep.
He cannot convert. Ball's poked out. And the Saints will gain possession. That was a critical miss there. Able to keep it to a 3-point game, so 1 possession. But most likely 2 for the Saints with only 2 threes made tonight. Arnold Henderson will bring it up. His man is forcing him left. The idea of forcing someone to one way has always perplexed me because it tempts them to go one way, but if you can just get 1 step around around the opposite direction that they're trying to get you to go, you've already beat them. It's truly just 1 step around them. And I think,
but
you see what I'm saying, William? If you're guarding me and you're trying to force me down the left lane, and I give you a jab step, right? I give you a quick jab step, and then I immediately bring the ball across my body and go with my right. You can't pivot fast enough before I'm already gone.
yeah, but I mean, if you're a good defender, if you're a really good defender, like think about guys in the NBA who are just straight up just fantastic defenders, wing defenders.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing Kawhi Leonard play in this game. These are high school defenders.
Yeah, but Joe, if you're speaking on it a sort of mechanical aspect as Henderson knocks down the free throws.
As team manager Jeb Britton screams from the sideline.
Jeb Britton always doing a great job keeping the book.
He's a great part of this team.
He is. He really helps Coach Jones out.
Players love him. Students love him.
He's a great math teacher. I
He's a great
had him
leader.
in 9th grade.
People really appreciate who he is and his leadership with his team. Guys want to play well for him. Another free throw. It looks like there was a technical there with the shot. So they'll shoot 2 for the technical
more. So
and then 2 more.
4 free throws here. Saints could have the lead. Henderson
made
makes the final one. So it's going to be tied up, Joe. They could have the lead right now. Henderson, of course, missed a free throw. Been a rough day for the Saints on the free throw line.
Yeah. But I'm impressed. He made 3. Yeah.
Saints getting the ball back.
That's what happens after a technical.
It is. If you don't know the rules of that, Dre Green's going to be passing it into, looks to be Henderson here.
The fans are not happy right now. There are shouts coming in every direction. Especially one mother.
And some disagreements here with the players, some assignments given to Nigel Green here from Coach Jones.
Bringing a full court press. If I'm Andre here, I'm looking to throw it back shoulder. Arnold's got to shield him off, and he does. Throws it. That was close.
So if you're the Saints here, you want to take as much time as possible. Get the best shot you can. Big possession here, looking to take the lead.
2 minutes remaining in this final quarter of play.
Great backdoor.
We are upstairs, and that ball almost hit our camera. That would have been very bad.
It would have. It was about a foot away.
So the Saints will set up in a box formation as Andre inbounds it from underneath. Lots of off-ball movement. They find Nigel in the corner. He throws it back out to Arnold. Arnold swings it around to Andre. Up screen. Look for Arnold in the corner here. Off ball. Doesn't get the look he wanted. Finds Nigel. Spots up for 3. No good.
Not quite sure if that's the shot the Saints won. A nice poke out from Walker Wallace there. Green not able to get there, but
Wallace brought the intensity there. Really tried to.
another big possession here.
Watch number 5 for Fuma. He's been their sharpshooter tonight.
Yeah, 1:30 left.
They'll drive. Watch the kick. Wide open. Bang. Bang. I called it. William, I'm not going to say I called it, but like I literally called it.
Yeah, so Saints down 3. And timeout called by Coach Jones.
William. I'm Tony Romo, dude. For those of you who don't know, Tony Romo has a tendency to like predict plays before they happen.
I mean, he played in the NFL, Joe.
That makes sense. I played high school basketball, and I'm predicting high school basketball plays. Fist bump. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Minute 18 left. Saints down by 3. Stay tuned. Welcome back, fans. This stadium is electric right now. People are excited to see this game. It's been a great one, almost matching up to what it was last game. If you missed it, it was Arnold Henderson hitting a step-back 3 for the win, and now down by 3 with a minute 12 remaining. We'll see if we have more of the same. Andre Green drives, can't get it to go. He gets the follow, looks for some help, can't get it, finds Trent Hendrick, swings it out. Nigel Green drives baseline, jump shot, rims out. Can't get the offensive glass. They'll hold it. Jump ball.
Gonna be a foul called.
All right. So it looks like there's going to be a foul called on Trent Hendrick. Right now they're in the bonus, so they'll be 1-1 for Fuma, sending their point guard number 3 to the line. This is a big free throw, William.
It is.
This can send it to a 2-possession game.
With 55 seconds.
There's 55 seconds left.
It's very quiet.
It's
made it.
Yell as loud as you can. He puts it up.
That's good. So 5-point game with 55 seconds left.
This stadium is rocking, folks. It's going to be hard for the Saints to come down and perform with this type of pressure. 54 seconds. Arnold Henderson brings it up the floor. He gets a screen from his man Hendrick. He rolls. Henderson finds Green, puts it up. Free throw line. No good. Rolls off the front of the rim. Out of bounds. Off Fuma. Saints ball. That was a close one. Both teams pointing in different directions. They both wanted the ball there. Andre will check out. Williamson will go in. Definitely wants some height here.
This is a huge possession here.
Excuse me. They'll take out Trent Hendrick. Andre Green will stay in. I actually like that a lot more. Green has had a tremendous second half. Henderson gets by his man. Step back. Travel. I don't like that call one bit. I don't agree with it.
I don't know if he even traveled.
He did not.
Yeah. I did not see it.
The confusion was Arnold Henderson took a step back.
Pivot foot.
And then a pivot.
He did.
So by dragging...
It is actually allowed to do that. James Harden does it all the time.
No, just if you take that back foot back, you still have your left to pivot. So I don't know where that came in.
Blocked by Green. Back up again. A foul
By
called.
Andre, that was not a foul. But
yeah, it's just starting to come out of reach here for the Saints. It's just
Reggie
down
Miller
5.
scored, 8 points in 13 seconds?
Yeah, and Tracy McGrady, of course, 13 and 30, but
I'm
not saying it's not possible.
Reggie Miller's is definitely more impressive. 2 threes in a matter of 2 seconds. It is still very quiet. 5 puts up a shot.
Misses. So if he misses here, the Saints got to get the rebound and get down the floor quick. Get a good shot or a layup, make it a 1-possession game.
If I'm the Saints, typically I'm the type of guy that says get a quick 2 and foul. But here I think you need a 3.
I think you go for that 2.
No, you don't. You need a 3. Shots up. It's in. They run it down the side of the floor. Nigel goes in.
Fouled.
Gets fouled.
That's what they wanted.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
With 21 seconds left,
I mean,
Nigel Green.
it's good they stopped the clock. I like that.
Yeah, that's.
But they've been struggling from the line all night.
21 seconds left.
Number 5 hyping up the crowd, even though that is technically not allowed. And Nigel Green misses the free throw. That looks like it'll do it.
Misses, gets his follow. Going to be a lane violation.
He had an intentional miss there and then tried to dunk it. Very athletic.
Going to be a lane violation, and that surely just Saints had a shot there if he had made the first one, but after missing the second, I think you got the intentional miss there.
Oh, Nigel Green making up with a steal. Finds Kovanis for 3, puts it up. No good.
Trey Green rebound.
That was not a foul. That was not a foul. Very poor officiating. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to say unbiased, but I did not like that call.
Yeah, I think that was a jump ball for sure.
Saints had a lot of opportunities this game, but just couldn't capitalize.
Of course, Joe. And a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed shots in the first quarter. They have shot the ball pretty well from there on out, but first quarter was rough for them.
But the defense has struggled, which is something that doesn't really happen to the Saints team.
First free throw trickles in.
It's a good verb. Second one is also in. That should have been a lane violation, but it was not called. Nigel will sprint down the floor, loses his footing, puts up a mid-range jump shot air ball. And he's going to hear that one from the crowd. Number 5 is having a word with the referee.
Pushed Walker Wallace away there.
And that'll do it for tonight's game.
So the Saints fall, had a chance at the end there.
So, William.
Yes, Joe.
Tough game for the Saints tonight, to say the least, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Saints really struggled shooting from the field in the first quarter. From there on out, they shot pretty well, but just on the defensive end, just struggled a lot.
Yeah, not a great defensive performance, allowing Fuma to put up 62 points tonight. It really has not been great. I don't know how the Saints are going to bounce back from this one. Game on Tuesday against Stab at home.
Final 2 games of the regular season at home. This is the last away game, Joe, until Prep League playoffs, of course.
Well, hopefully they can cap off their season with a couple wins and help their seeding for the Prep League tournament.
Another tough loss here for the Saints, Joe, and it's a shame that Saints team just hasn't been able to close out games. They've had many games where they just come so close at the final seconds.
Well, I think a large part of that is due to this young team not really having a lot of experience. I know they have some juniors, but a lot of them are first-year players. So
yeah,
it's tough to learn how to close out games, especially against this Fuma team that has 6 seniors.
I mean, absolutely, and it's just tough way to end it here.
Yeah, I mean, really is tragic, and just has not been a great season for the Saints overall.
Yeah.
But we're hopeful, we're passionate, and we think that things are going to go our way in the tournament. And I think we can win states.
I do too, Joe. Anything's possible with this team.
Yeah, anything is possible, Kevin Garnett. We want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in tonight. I'm Joe Brennan, alongside William McDermott.
It was great spending the night with y'all. Hope you have a good rest of the night. We sure will. Thank you.